Get it, you know I be You know I be on the
Hello. Good morning. Hey, Murph, come here. So Murphy seems to be a big hit.
He is. Murphy is a big hit. Say good morning. Say good morning.
Good coffee.
That was by accident.
All right, what are we doing today, Mitch?
We're on the way to the golf course. We're gonna go hit 9 holes before we train. It's my first outdoor round of the year, and I am pumped.
So we got the golfing shoe of choice today.
The Metcons. Yeah, I don't have my spikes, so that's one step up from slides, and we will survive.
They carry it, eh? Good to see you.
Yeah, use that.
Yeah.
This is the Derek McCurdy, PGA professional. He taught me for, would have been at least 5-6 years.
Yeah, I think you were 4 and you were about this big.
Yeah. When I was a prospect to be something special on the golf course, and then I disappointed him.
No, absolutely not.
This is former professional golfer and current professional long driver, Colton Kalkanis. Colton was a few years old, well, is a few years older than me, and he was on the same tour when Derek would have been coaching me.
Yeah.
And Colton was very good. He legitimately played professionally. And yeah, we reconnected at the gym because now Colton has seen the bright side, started to lift and hit the ball hard.
I think that's one of the things you'll find with Mitch and our relationship. It's a constant banter between him pushing my buttons and seeing how quickly I'll react to it.
He's a very active person, but I believe he needs some testosterone replacement therapy because he's far too soft now. I gave him one of my World's Strongest Man shirts for Father's Day, and he was sobbing at the Moxies. So we need a little bit of.
But I think what he doesn't understand is what the emotion that it brings with knowing all the training that he put into it, and he only got 8, and the fact that he gave me one was just a really kind of an emotional moment for a father to get something like that from his son, especially on Father's Day. So it was emotional.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
You were the 8th.
Hey, at least I was in the 8th, right?
Mitch, what kind of clubs are we rocking here?
This is a TaylorMade Stealth. This is a new driver. TaylorMade, I forget what kind of rescue it is again. And then some nice TaylorMade blades. Then the putter. I used to have a Scotty Cameron, and then I did this move where when I missed a putt, I'd like just kick it with my foot like that. And I did it enough times that I like completely bent the head of the putter. So going with the Acushnet Bullseye is my punishment for myself.
Those are laced up.
That's right.
What's the club of choice for the first hole?
We're going 4-iron. Really, the goal is to get about 150 yards out off the tee. So this hole, 389. So I got to hit it about 235, 239. So that gives me a gap wedge, pitching wedge into the hole. In theory.
And what are we going with here?
Yeah, I'm hitting driver, and I'm hoping to hit it about the same distance as they're hitting 5-irons or something there.
Yeah, this is going in the video for sure.
Found it.
Well, we're trying not to, but...
For speed.
Yeah, it's all for speed, man. I just have to look fast, I don't have to be fast.
Every time I step up to the next shot after a good drive, in my head I always think that I could write a book on how to ruin a good drive.
Yeah, well done. Golf shot.
Do it.
Oh! So what do you have to do to build up to 505? What's your plan? Because nobody else knows because it's never been done. So what's your plan to?
But I can't. Can I give away my secrets on camera?
Oh yeah. What are you doing? Nothing. Just bananas.
So I did 475 about 7-8 months ago.
Yeah.
So I'm confidently stronger than then. So you wear a suit to deadlift like heavy like that. Okay. It kind of keeps you together, stops you from exploding. And it takes a few weeks to get into it. So I'm just sort of grooving into it now. And basically next week I'll do about 425. Then 2 weeks after that I'll do around 450, 460, and then that'll probably be my heaviest up to it. Like when I did 475, the heaviest I did was 435. So you don't have to go like right up to it.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, it kind of cooks you.
And you're just doing one, like one a week.
People always ask that. Yes, I'm just doing one.
No, like per week. Like he's like, this week I'm gonna lift 435. You're not gonna lift 435 on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
No.
You're gonna do that once that week.
I'll do my other lifts, right? So the heavier something is, the more it takes it out of you. So doing something like squats helps a lot with the deadlift, but it doesn't kill you like the deadlift does.
Right.
I'm gonna bug you here.
Oh, sure.
While we're walking.
Sure.
So,
do you want me to stop or keep going?
No, let's just stop really quick. What's it been like watching Mitchell go through all this success that he's had with Strongman?
You know, as a parent, you couldn't be more proud of all that he's accomplished. But to be honest, what really I'm the most proud of is that Mitch continues to stay who Mitch is. Despite his success, despite all the accomplishments and the accolades, he's still a down-to-earth, easygoing guy who is super kind to people. And I'm really proud of the fact that he is staying the course of his life. He's got an amazing fiance, Ashley, who is so supportive of what he does. And for him just to stay who he is and not lose sight of what's important in life is probably what I'm most proud about what Mitch has done. So the experience is great, but what's even greater is him just staying who he is and true to himself.
I love that. That's awesome.
Settle. Oh!
Wow. That was nice.
Good thing the camera was there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Break.
Hello.
Thanks.
Mitch, what's the story behind this little peanut you got going on
That's
your ankle?
because I am one. Because one day we were at Bondi Beach and it was rainy. Ash and she calls me Peanut. So I said, let's go get peanut tattoos. And so we both have a peanut tattoo. Mine is there and hers is there. I prefer the one where you're lecturing me on
Sportsmanship?
keeping my temper under control, and then you proceed to take a chunk out of the green with your putter.
Oh, the good old days.
Hit it, you pansy!
Nancy.
Mitch, is this the first birdie of the day?
This will likely be the first birdie of today. Of anyone?
No, I made birdie on the second hole.
Of anyone, yeah. Yeah, no one's got a birdie yet today. Yeah, I stuffed it last hole. I had like a 6-foot putt for birdie and it was not even close. So putting is pretty horrendous, but this thing is also not really.
Looks like a mini putt putter.
Yeah, no, it's not really ideal.
Nice, good save.
Nice bird.
We're just about wrapping up golf here. What's on the menu for training today?
We are going to. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to do some log press, reps at 170 kilos. Then we're going to the monster dumbbell. Going to work in around 95, 100 area. Make that comfortable. And that's it for today. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I have my stones backlogged. Technically stones would be today, but I did stones yesterday because we just got the setup at the gym. And forearms.
Show me these forearms.
Yeah, forearms haven't quite recovered.
I'll get a better view of this.
That's
Can't see it right now, but
yeah, that's sort of the downside of doing stones. That's sort of what you have to account for the most, is the skin on your forearms.
show me that card here.
Well,
A lot of circles.
a lot of circles. We got off to a rough start and doubled the first. Made a par, bogey, bogey, bogey. That was rough. Then we did well and went par, par, birdie, par.
Yeah, my plan was to maybe pick up Firehouse stuff.
And
This is the warm-up.
this is the warm-up.
How much does this log weigh?
75 kilos empty, 165 pounds. 170 is the heaviest log I've done in a while. It'll be interesting to see how it moves.
Wait, what are we lifting today? 170?
Yeah, 170 for some doubles out of the rack. And I actually prefer cleaning the log. It's almost like it settles into your chest a bit nicer. So if I can make 170 for doubles move smooth, the log will be in an awesome place. Because I'm projecting ahead to the Shaw Classic, where it's the choose your own log pathway. And I think if I could hit the 200 log for a single and beat everyone who does the 190 log, that puts me well in the top half of the field anyway. Log's sort of a funny one. It almost feels worse at 100 kilos than it does at 140. 2 different wrist wraps. That's what I'm working with, because I'm very forgetful. And I've left one of each somewhere. So it does the trick. Same. The most important question that's coming from today has to do with the Top Gun stash. And I need you to comment. Ashley loves it. Ash wants me to keep it. Comment, it should stay or it should go. The beard's not happening because the beard can't happen, but I think we can make some reasonable headway on the upper lip. So, majority rules.
So I noticed that you don't listen to music, you don't sniff salts, you don't get hyped up. Why is that?
Because I don't like doing it, for one. And for two, I think it gets your sympathetic nervous system going too much, and you have a hard time recovering from training if you're always hyped up like crazy. And I want that little bit left in the tank when I'm competing. And you won't see it when I compete because I very much have the attitude that when it needs to be there, it'll be there, whether I try or not. And for me, I could flip the switch in a second, 2 seconds at comp, which helps a lot. That was better. It's all just finding that path. With the log so wide, it's 6 inches off your chest. So you have to work really hard to push that back up over your head. And if you're taking videos from the side, you'll see that my speed in the top half is directly correlated to how much I actually get that back over my head. Where first one, too far forward, so I had to fight it back, then go up. Second one, right back and smooth. So I'm probably capable of doing 5 or 6 straight if I grooved it properly. But it's just a skill at the higher weights.
Going up for the last set?
Yeah, we'll see. If Laws was here, he'd probably say don't, but he's not. Beautiful. It's a pretty good day on the low for me.
What is this weight?
55 empty. 55 kilos.
And what are we going up to?
Somewhere between 95 and 100 today.
What would you say the biggest key is to this lift?
Making sure that you throw the dumbbell up straight. I mean, to be honest, staying dry is a lot of it for me, particularly doing reps on the same implement, because this paint, like, it's sweet when it's dry. If you get some chalk in there, it's great. But if you get a couple drops of sweat, you can't keep that dumbbell stable up on your shoulder because it'll start sliding around your head. So just creating the best platform, trying to keep the elbow as high as possible, shoulder up to the ear, hold it stable, and do your best to pop up. So I'm gonna go chalk up my head, chalk up the dumbbell, and get on this elbow sleeve. Cerberus triple ply elbow sleeve. Anyone who doesn't have this yet for Monster Dumbbell, it's a total game changer. We'll literally add 5-10 kilos as soon as you put it on. Little trick to chuck these on if you don't have help is getting the ends on a clip or on a hook. Thumb in here. Drive the arm through. Bring a little bit for the dumbbell. It's a workout.
First one looked a little bit shaky, and then you got in rid of them there.
Yeah, it's with the dumbbell. That's the heaviest I've gone in ages and ages. It's very much coordination. And the plus side of doing reps, as you can see, if that improved over the reps, just power, coordination, and timing. And it's not a strength thing at all. And it's good because we're doing a series at Royal Albert Hall. So even if it's a bit shaky on the day, I'll have 80, 90, 100 to build into things before 110, 120, get a bit more serious.
Gotta get that hydration station in there.
Yes, sir. Sweaty. Sweaty, sweaty.
Those 2 half reps killed you.
And you can see that on the dumbbell. I didn't put any chalk on. You can see it starts getting all wet all over the place. It starts sliding. As soon as it starts sliding, you're not stable on the shoulder and you're sort of done.
So we're just chalking that one up?
Chalking that one up, yeah. No sense in overextending. I tend to drop it hard on my shoulder as well. When it starts getting uncontrolled, it's better just to leave it. 10 smooth reps out of 12. First 8 all fine. Yeah, we'll survive with that for right now. 120 for a single is the goal, and we're not far off that. Got a couple of weeks to peek into it, so should be right.
We want to end the video in here?
Oh, we have to interview you first.
Oh. I gotta teach you how to use this thing.
Oh. Just start recording, I'll turn it around.
It is recording. Film me this way, not against the window, because it's gonna be too bright, for sure.
All right, so by request, this is the videographer behind the camera. His name is Fabian. Say hello, Fabian.
What up, guys?
Tell us a little bit about you, how long you've been doing videography, sort of what you do.
Well, actually, believe it or not, I've only been doing video for about a year. But I actually come from a lot of the fitness stuff. I was a personal trainer for a very long time, love fitness as a whole. I competed in powerlifting, bodybuilding, that stuff back in the day. And then push came to shove, as things started going, I just wanted to transition into filming people rather than filming myself. So that's kind of why we're here.
And then what got you excited to do this project?
Well, what wouldn't be exciting about doing this project? I think I'm really passionate about documentary filmmaking, and I'm really passionate about following people around and helping people tell people's stories. So when Mitchell approached me, it seemed like the perfect opportunity for me. And I'm, like I said, I come from the fitness industry, so I'm really passionate. I've watched a lot of the World's Strongest Man stuff. I've watched just a lot of sports in general. So it's really cool to watch Mitchell and follow Mitchell over these next couple of weeks leading up to the World Deadlift. So excited for that.
Most important thing, when's your baby due?
September 13th. We got a little child. We're not going to find out the sex until it comes out, so I don't know what it is, but super looking forward to that.
Fantastic. Beauty.
So now should we end the video?
Now we should end the video.
So how was that? How do you feel about everything?
Yeah, another good session today. In a really good spot to keep pushing. Excited for what's to come in a couple of weeks. Thank you everyone for watching. New videos coming out 7 a.m. Monday every week, Toronto time. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing it with your friends, all that. That's really the biggest way that you can support us as strongmen. So thank you very much and stay tuned.